uh, uh, uh. So thank you for each and every person who's already dropping comments. We're so excited. We cannot do this show without you. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for rocking with the Dumping Ground on Tuesday, Testimony Tuesday. So we appreciate each and every one of you. For the people who's here, who's going to watch the replay, we appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Yay, big ol' heart. Listen, let me tell you, this is about to be good because the enemy was about to try to stop this.
Right.
And pre-reg, but we was like, devil, you are a liar, right? Because we know that Mr. Bryan's testimony is going to fan the flame, going to help us continue to run this race, this keep enduring what we need to do, keep doing good, don't grow weary and doing good, because in due time, we're going to reap. So, this is just all God doing what he does best, and he be glorified in the midst. So again, thank you so much, Mr. Bryan. Listen, I looked at your bio from our sweet, sweet friend, Alicia. Yes. She is, like I told you when we first chatted, it's like I've been knowing her all my life. It's amazing how God is, he does a God moment, and he connects you with people, and it makes you feel like you've been knowing them forever, right? And she's just one of those amazing people that happened to just share her network and her connection. And this is how this moment came about. So I'm super excited to have you. Listen, you out here trying to get your doctor. You about to be Dr. Bryan. Dr. Bryan in the building. You wrote 6 books. So when I talk about 6 books, 6 is a representation of man. God created man in the 6th day. So you out here creating books.
Yes.
Dropping your God wisdom, your experience for people to overcome by the words of your testimony and the blood of the Lamb. I mean, you out here doing it, man. You listen. Wait, this Lion TV. Wait. Hold on, Lucia. Back to straight, all the way back up. Right. You out here with the TV, the Lion Ministry TV. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I definitely got to understand a little bit more about that. Right. And man, I'm just super excited for this moment. Like I said in the green room, God is so good. And I'm just grateful to have this opportunity to just talk to you, and I cannot wait till you receive your doctorate so you can be Dr. Bryan Page, raging Dr. Bryan Page. You know what I'm saying? So super excited for you. So again, thank you so much for joining the Dumping Ground. Thank you for trusting us with your story and your and all your amazing accolades. We want to always start off with celebrating your wins. So tell us a little win, or not a little win, big win, small win, how we can celebrate you beside that doctor name. But you know what I'm saying? I already dropped that ball.
Right. Thank you for that. So I just recently launched a new book called Love Her Like Christ Loves the Church. It actually launched 2 days ago. And so I've been working on that really hard, trying to convey what I believe God is saying about marriage. And so I finished that, and now people have been, So the launch has been, it's been happening, and I thank God for that.
Man, so is this book number 7?
Number 7. Yep. Number 7.
So this is completion. So 7 is completion. Yes. So you out here just, man,
I'm trying.
I'm telling you, man, I listen. I think it's so cool. Like I said, when you were talking about your story, when you were on the plane and God started downloading, you thought it's funny how we get on the plane thinking we're about to do something, and God's like, "Nah, sorry, Charlie, you about to write this book on this plane while you about to take this ride." So I thought that was so cool that you, God uses special moments and stuff to download things in you, and you don't know who is going to touch, who's going to reach you, different things. It's just like we just partner up with an amazing God to you, like, God, there's 7 billion people on the planet. You sure you want to hear me? You sure you want to talk to me through me? You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about your process. Like, how do you it just drops on you to write a book? Like, how does that process starts for you?
Well, sometimes I just hear something, or I have a feeling about something. I'm like, wow, I want to know more. So I start kind of researching it, and or if it's something that's near and dear to something that I've already gone through. So this particular one, it was just, I was listening to another audiobook and he was talking about marriage. I'm like, wow, that was nice, right? That was deep. So I said, then I heard, oh, get out your laptop. And I'm in between two guys, and I'm not a small dude myself, so I'm trying to reach down there and get my laptop out, and I'm hoping they're not looking at my laptop while I'm
Yes,
writing. And
yes.
and as I'm hearing things, I couldn't believe like the things that I've heard, I have never experienced, to be honest with you.
Mm.
And so that was the process for that one. It's just always something that happens when I hear something or I've been studying something and I'm like, wait a minute, God didn't say that. Or wait a minute, I got a different view on this, or it gets a little deeper. So that's the process for me. Is just sometimes I'm sitting and I start writing and I can't believe that, when I'm reading back what I've written, I'm like, did I say that? And so, yeah, and I believe this one was a God moment for me.
I love that because I know you said love her like Christ loved the church. That is so important because I've been married for 26 years, and the men always say, submit, right?
Right,
So
right, exactly.
you better submit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hold up, brother. Did you read the entire scripture?
Right,
Are
right,
we
right,
out here just cutting scriptures and not reading the full context? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I
Yes,
think that's very important. How Christ loved the church. He laid down his life for the church. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
And it's very important for us to, even as a wife, we sometimes we have to do that as well. It's both roles. Like we have to choose to do that daily. So I'm so excited for you as a man to write that for the men. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? To pump
yeah.
up for the men.
So some men might not like me after the book, but because of the some of the things that God is requiring is not all about bravado and submit,
Yeah.
submit, submit.
Yeah, I think yeah, you actually I think what people are gonna appreciate the fact of the matter is sometimes we like I think we were talking about this when we first met. The things that we experience as a kid or as an adult, and we may not have that godly model, right, to
Yes,
kind of show you what it looks like to be married wholesomely. You know what I'm saying? You
yes,
bring in all this baggage from life, right? And you
right,
never unpack that baggage. All
never,
you
yeah,
gonna do is just
yeah,
have a nice big couple suitcases going into the
right,
next. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I think what you're doing is helping people, even especially like my nephew, he just got engaged like in February. Like this is a great,
mhm,
I'm gonna make sure I get a copy so he can understand it, so he can have the tools as going into marriage. Like this is what real husband is. It's not
right,
just I'm the provider
right,
and I'm the protector. I
right,
need you to love, you know what I'm saying? In the
right,
midst of all of those
right,
things, you know what
right,
I'm saying?
yes,
I need you to do that part too. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So tell me a moment where you had to step out of your comfort zone. Like I know this is stepping out of your comfort zone because, like you said, you were like, "Wait, God, are you sure you want me
Right.
to do this?"
Right. After a failed marriage, right? So yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where I am stepping out of my comfort zone. And believe it or not, I thought I would be the least likely person to say, hey, love her like Christ loved the church, because I just went through a divorce myself. And I felt like I was doing everything I should have been doing, right? But then there's so many other levels to when you love someone, and the sacrificial love that you have to give in order to do it the way God is asking you to do it
Right, right.
makes you feel like you're being ran over or being taken advantage of, or you're always being punked, right?
Yes.
Men don't like to be punked, right?
No,
So
no, 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 no. We're not. That's my manhood
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
my
yeah.
ego. You up here
Right.
on my ego. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Right.
I get it.
Yes. Yeah. So that in itself is just you feel like, well, I pay the cost to be the boss, so what I
Mm-hmm.
say goes.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's like herding cats at that point.
yeah.
You're not gonna get the response that you want from your wife, right? Or even your children at that for that
Mhm,
matter,
mhm.
because no one wants to be talked down to, right?
Absolutely.
And they don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care, right? So
Absolutely.
So I got that from Bishop Jackson, so that wasn't mine.
Okay, that's okay. Shout out to Mr. Jackson. We appreciate you. But I want to go back to the part you said the person who feel like you unlikely candidate. You are the perfect candidate, right?
Mhm.
Because you went through the experience of that. So now God is going to give you discernment to flip the lenses to see it from His perspective, right?
Yes,
So He gave you a deeper understanding from His perspective of how
yes,
He see marriages as Him being the bride, as we being the bride and
yes,
He being the groom, right? So
yes.
He gave you a different lens of
Hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think
Yes.
sometimes we just look at it as from one point. No, God is so His ways are not our ways, His thought is not our thought.
No.
So we may be thinking it like it's so small or whatever, right? Like, are
Right.
you sure? But no, God is like, no, this is a bigger thing, this is a bigger picture. So
Hmm.
He's showing us the way. I feel like with your book, it's more of showing you that you are adequate enough to write this because He's showing you how much He loves you as being your bride. And I mean, you being the bride, He's being your groomsman. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's bigger than that, friend. I just had to tell you that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just goes to show, it makes you want to love Him more, right? Because I'm
Yes.
like, God, I messed up, right? You know, you
Hmm.
said you look beyond my faults to see my every need. So
Yes.
this is how you're kind of filling the holes. Like I even some self-inflicted things I've created, but
Hmm.
your love and your grace is filling those holes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that
Right.
was that. So that was that outlet for you to write this book. I don't know how we got here, but we here. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Yeah.
That's sometimes I just have to go with God. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
sometimes most you just have to go with God. So that
Right.
was the outlet and healing process for you. You know,
Yes.
even though it's going to help others, but it has to start with you, right?
Right.
So
Right.
when you go advocate, you have the wisdom and understanding and the experience and everything to express it to people
Hmm.
who are currently in the midst of that crisis.
Right.
And it's the God's going to use you as the solution for the person that He is the solution, but your experience is going to help them in the middle of their crisis. Picking up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I am. Yeah. Right.
We at
Right.
this moment, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but like, tell us other books that you've written too. I know you. What's the first book? So, how was your experience writing your first book? Like, like it's something about that first, you know?
Right. Yeah. So I wrote it. I was kind of nervous because I didn't know what I was going to say, but I knew that the title of this book was called "Could You Be Telling the Enemy How to Defeat You?" Right. And the premise is that a lot of times we know that Satan tries to watch us and study us. The demons try to do that, but when we give away, sometimes we have to be quiet, right? Or sometimes we have to not react to certain things, and so the premise was, he's using your weaknesses, he's using your shortcomings against you. So could you be telling him how, right? And to defeat you. And that was it's a very small book, but it was really from my heart. I talked about things like coming from a broken home, right? And looking for love in all the wrong places. At the age of 16, I started trying to be a drug dealer, right?
Mhm.
And within that, I thought I was doing something. I thought I was like, I was the man.
Yes.
And the more I got into it, the more I saw how dangerous it was. And there was no love. You were only as good as your last transaction.
Mhm.
I grew up in Washington, D.C., in the area in Northeast, right? And the the Washington Post dubbed it Little Vietnam. So gun violence was just what it was, right? We became so, adapted to that we would hear gunshots on another street. We wait a little bit and say, "Let's go see who got shot," right? And
Gee.
that was how it became so desensitized to it.
Mhm.
And so I thought that was something that I wanted to do, and because of the money, because of the shiny cars, and they were
Yeah.
getting all the women. They
Yeah.
would
Yeah. They
right.
were everything.
So
Yeah.
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 So I grew up in the church. My mom had me in church on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursday night prayer, and sometimes Saturday noonday prayer. So I wasn't cut from that cloth.
Mhm.
But I was just lured by the temptation of it, and so a lot of that was just me wanting to be accepted, me wanting to be seen as somebody, and
Mhm.
not having that positive affirmation from my family.
Yeah.
Um, that I just looked for it in the streets. So that was one of the premises by me saying, could you be telling him how, to treat you? Yes.
But and it's good that you said that because God says there's life and death in the power of the tongue, right?
Hmm.
And you're going to eat the fruit of it. So
Right.
you're absolutely correct because I know growing up, I'm from Mississippi, so we have that same type of, I think everybody got a ghetto,
Right. Yep.
every place got a ghetto, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately, and like you said, like coming from you, you, you speak negative, so of course you feeding him words to help build to make
Right.
it disaster, what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think that's pretty cool. So okay, shifting gears. This TV thing,
Yes.
I just keep seeing the TV. Like, how did you skip from books to TV? Is it because you about to make movies, or if you, I mean, like, are you trying to your books into movies? Like,
Yeah.
tell me how we got there.
That was prophetic. So yes, I do believe that I am like using videos too, not only just books, to speak to especially young men and men on how I believe that God is moving us into a better place, right? Because so I started doing videos and just posting them on what I have, the Lionhearts TV, right? And some of them are inspirational. Some of them are just talks about how if you're being dominated by your wife, right, and how it should look for both of us. And it's a submission one to another, not just one, like we talked
Mhm,
about, right?
mhm, mhm.
And it's just a godly. I believe the TV is inspirational. Is a godly kind of thing to if I have a lot of hits on it and people are commenting and they're enjoying it. So I believe that at some point there may be a movie coming. There may be some kind of docu series or something. But I believe that that was something I was inspired to do. I started that around I think maybe in near COVID time when everybody had a lot of time on their
Mhm.
hands. So I felt those creative juices, and I just wanted to express doing ministry, right? Like the
Mhm.
platform was there, and I believe that's what God had called me to. So I started the Lionhearts TV.
So how do I get access? Like, where like I said, I had to do investigation because I forgot to ask you about your social media handling when we were talking. So I
Right,
had to put on my
right,
PI hat. And
right,
I was like, I looked at your bio and it said that. And I was like, wait, okay. And then I went to TikTok and I put that in and it came up. I was like, what the world? So like, how do you connect to that? How can I mean, like, how can we subscribe? Like it,
right.
like when do you post? Like, tell
Mhm.
us like all that
Right.
cool stuff.
So I was posting every day, and then the algorithm said they didn't like that, right? So
Mhm,
I try to be strategic, and
mhm,
I hold back a little when I have something I believe is relevant, right?
mhm,
I post a new launch for the book, and so I
mhm.
kind of I try to do at least two to three times a week that I'm posting on the YouTube channel, and then
Okay.
the TikTok channel is a little bit more because of the way the
Mhm,
algorithm works. But
mhm,
so the Lion TV is under on YouTube. You can see under by Bryan Page, and then
mhm.
the TikTok is also
I
Lionheart
see.
Ministry. Yeah, yeah.
I
So
heard
I have,
you
and I
with
also have a
you.
yes. I also have a Facebook page with that the Lionhearts Ministry. I started with in my church. We went through the ministry process and the
Mhm,
certificate program. And it's like, okay, you're
mhm.
going to start your own ministry. And I'm like,
Yeah,
really, really, right? So that was one of the things that I was trying to be obedient to. Not
yeah.
just you have to build it up, right? It doesn't
Absolutely,
happen
absolutely,
overnight. So
absolutely,
yeah, so both of them I see them as evangelism tools, and
absolutely.
yes, and I'm trying to just really bring not just a more urban
Mhm,
feel to it.
mhm.
So where it's like no one's excluded, right? And
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
because of my background, growing up in Washington D.C., the inner city, I gravitate to some more people that I can identify with, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So hopefully I'm doing that. I'm not just trying to exclude anyone, but
Absolutely,
right, right,
absolutely. I get it.
right.
I get it. You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
your audience, but you're
right.
not you're inclusive, but you know your audience, which is okay. But I
Mhm,
think it's pretty cool because when when I saw TV, I saw like production, all that stuff, like a whole
mhm.
production, like you taking your books and you making them into movies. And I was
Right.
like, is that the route we're going? Because I can see that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I can
Yeah,
see, taking, because it starts with it starts, like you said, it starts with obedience. And you got the call, you picked up the call, so okay,
right,
Jesus, this is what you want to do now. You're gonna have to
right,
help me.
right, right. Yeah,
Jesus on the main line, you
right.
don't have to pick up the phone. You on the main line, Jesus.
Right. I mean, you would think I've seen people with TV shows and radio shows and the production behind it. You know,
Hmm.
I'm not ready for that, right? But
Yeah.
then, as you can see, that people are reacting to what the
Mhm.
content, and
Yeah.
people are enjoying what I'm doing. So I just believe that if, like you said earlier, if it helps one
Mhm.
person, then
Yeah.
it's done its job,
Done
right?
its
Like
job.
yeah, if one person is changed by something that I've said or read or quoted, then hallelujah, right?
Absolutely. So tell me, what legacy do you want to leave? What's your
Mhm,
legacy you want to leave here?
mhm. So I want to leave a legacy of wholeness, right? I've
Mhm.
I've seen where a lot of times people go to church their whole life and never get set free, right?
Mhm.
And then they're never made whole, and
Mhm.
we still limp along in life because we either don't know how to allow God to set us free, or
Mhm.
we just don't know how to let go of some of the things that has been hindering us, right? And I think that for me, I want a legacy of when someone looks at the book or someone hears something that was said on social media or any other place, like, wow, if he can do it, that I dropped out of school. And then you said at the beginning, you're in a doctoral program. So if I can do this, right? Going from a GED to a doctorate degree that's amazing.
That's it.
And that shows you a victory, like the testimonies that God can do anything with anyone at any time. Right.
That
So
that is, listen, it's so many people. Um, your story is going to touch so many people, because some people give up, right?
mhm,
They don't, they're like, it can't happen for me. And this
right,
is what I love about Testimony Tuesday. Like, honey,
right,
if God can use messed up, jacked up, tied up, wrinkled
right.
up me,
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Ain't
Yep,
nothing special
right,
about me. It's just
right.
a yes, right? I
Hmm.
said yes.
Yep.
And that's what I like about hearing people's stories, because sometimes we just, especially with social media, people post the best, right? They
Right.
don't tell you the struggles or the
Hmm.
process that they had to go through to get to that. They just
Right,
always show the best.
right,
So listen to people origins and see where you at. It's like, wow, God. Well, yeah, you done that for Mr. Ryan, Dr. Brian.
right,
Then
right,
I know you are definitely going to be able to show up for me. And that
right,
and this and I love hearing people's stories, because it
right.
it always fans the flame in other people to keep pushing, to keep doing, keep moving forward.
Right.
And it's not going to look the same how it looks for you. Your role is not going to look like my role. It's just
Hmm.
all continue saying yes, and the obedience and perseverance is the
Yes.
key, and the consistency is the key. And I think with you, this is your launch of your new book this week,
Yes.
and you stepping out on faith. Man, by next year you gonna be on book 10.
It's gonna be a problem.
You gonna be on book 10, Mr. Brian. You
Right.
move, you
Yes.
keep on moving at this momentum. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You gonna be out here doing your thing. I'm just super excited for you. Again, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming on the show, and tell people where they can find you,
Hmm.
all your social media handle, all of your, where they can find your book, your new book, and all
Hmm.
that stuff, so we can support you and rally around you.
Yes. So I'm on Lionhearts TV on YouTube by Bryan Page, and then but there's another Lions Heart Ministry, and then there's I'm on TikTok as Lionhearts Ministry as well. IG is Bryan Keith Page, and I have a Facebook page called Lionhearts Ministry. The books you can find on Amazon.com. There, yeah, you can just put in Bryan Keith Page, and then the list of the books will come up. And so, yeah, I thank God for this opportunity to talk to you. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Hopefully, I'll get invited back someday. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you come,
yeah,
you
yeah.
family now. You know the folk that's from the South. I'm from the South. You
Right,
family now.
right, right. I was born in South Carolina, so I understand.
Okay,
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So you in there. So before we go, tell us a but God moment for you. What's up?
But
Like, but God.
God, right? So I think even the education piece, and where I never thought that I would be where I am now. And when I first started doing my undergrad, I I was failing classes because I didn't have the tools that I needed, but I just kept going. And I made up my mind. I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. And I remember when I finally, it took me a long time to get my bachelor's, right? Because I was doing it part time. And then when I finally graduated, I was like, wow, I can do this, right? And then I got the MBA. I was like, wait a minute. Something's going on here, right? So that but God moment was I had to believe that God has given me the tools, the intelligence, and the ability to learn. And I think that when you asked me about the legacy, right? I wanted to not only have people understand that God not only can save you spiritually, your soul, but he can also restore things that you thought were lost, right? Like this, oh, I'm going to sell drugs and I'm going to do, and then you lose your education, you lose your opportunities. But God had restored that in me. And I think that is a but God moment. Like
Yeah.
if Bryan Keith Page can tell you that he's on his way to a doctoral program, finishing his doctoral degree, anybody can do that. And I think it's important to believe first in God and then believe in yourself.
Oh man, thank you so much, Mr.
Yeah.
Bryan. This has been so fun. I'm telling you, I knew you had something to say because when that daggone computer start acting funny or something crazy, I said, "Oh
Right.
God, it's about to be
Right.
good." That's why I just bust out laughing. I was
Right.
like, "Oh, it's about to be
Right.
good." He don't want his voice to be amplified over the
Right.
waves. Oh my goodness!
Amen. Yeah. I was like, oh no, what's happening? Right.
No, that's why I was saying,
Right.
don't you worry,
Right.
don't you worry, because I know, sometimes he thinks that he is in control, but ultimately God is in control. And we
Right.
just, like we stated, that one person, right? One
Hmm.
person, 10,000, 10, you know what I'm saying? So one person, as you
Right.
sow the seeds and somebody else to come and water and moving on. So
Right.
your testimony has truly been inspiring. It inspired me to keep moving forward, to keep moving, keep being obedient, keep saying,
Amen.
keep with the yes, right?
Yeah.
And I look forward to you continued success on your new book. New
Yes.
book.
New
Yeah,
book. New book.
new
Please support. Right. Please. Thank you. Yep.
that's my round of
Yeah.
applause.
Right.
It
Right.
goes around.
Right. Oh, I did want to do this
Yes,
because I am
yes,
on the show. I
yes.
wanted to do I did a like half price launch
Okay.
because it was new and I
Okay.
just wanted to get the momentum going. So if we
Yes.
can do a dumping ground
Okay.
discount for
Okay.
those who are
Okay.
watching. So we're going to put that up
Yes.
and
Okay.
after we're off, that those
Yes.
who were watching or are part of the show can take advantage of, a discount on the book. And I
Yes.
believe it will. It,
Yes.
it, it may make some people mad, but it's going to change some lives, right?
Listen, get mad, get glad. You'll be all right. At the end of the day, it's the truth, and the truth will set you free, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? You'll be
Amen.
set free for the truth. So you need to know, especially you going into marriage or you are married, hey, you need to be set free. Those scales need to be removed in order
Right.
for you to be successful and to be whole. And that's what you said in the beginning. You want us to be whole. And
Yes.
that's what we should be striving for each and every day. So
Right.
again, I'm super honored for you to come on the platform during the week of your launch, because this is when people be like, I'm out here getting it because
Right.
I
Right.
got to
Right.
advertise this book,
Right.
make sure I get return on my investment.
Right.
But I love
Yeah.
the fact that you like, I'm just gonna trust God because He's the one who gives me the assignment, and He's the
Yes.
one who's gonna multiply. And I like God math. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
nothing like
Yes.
good God math. That 2 fishes, 5 loaves of bread.
Right.
I'll be
Right.
counting on that math all the time.
Right. Amen. I'm hungry right now.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
again, we're super excited for you, Mr. Bryan. We wish nothing. We pray. We don't wish. We pray nothing but continued success for you to just go and be great. Go and just do what God has called you to do. Keep
Right.
saying yes, and we'll keep stalking you. Not
Yes.
stalking, not the correct word, Makisha. We keep watching you as you grow
Right.
in your
Right.
endeavors and different things, and continue to just shine. Keep being God's hands and feet in this vineyard. Keep being faithful, and I'm grateful that Alicia connect us, and I
Yes.
can't wait to see you again and continue to see your success. So thank you so much, Dr. Bryan Page.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I love you.
Oh my
I appreciate you.
God, it's been
Yep.
so fun. And
Yep.
like I said, we appreciate you so much. And make sure you guys check his books out on Amazon. Under his name, Bryan Page. You will see 7 books because 7 is completed, but he's not really completed. But 7 is completed for this cycle. So we look forward to seeing you continue your success. And again, Dr. Bryan, we are excited for your success from a GED to a PhD. That should be your tagline.
Right.
You know?
I received that, right?
That should be your tagline. But again, we appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for being on the Dumping Ground, sharing your story. Appreciate you allowing us to share your story as a safe space. So God bless you, and may you guys have an amazing Tuesday night.
Night. Yep.
God bless you.
God bless you.